Woodworks and Stuff channel. So it's Friday, May 15th, 2026. Because of my 410 schedule that I'm working in the summertime with my primary job, I'm able to have Fridays off, so it's a wood production day. Going to be a slow start though. As you can see, it's everything's wet. It rained pretty much off and on for the last couple of days, and made everything muddy again. But we're on the way to town this morning to get some gas in the truck here and some fuel cans for the equipment, and maybe a little breakfast or something, quick breakfast sandwich. And then we'll back up to the wood yard. I got to load the table. Unfortunately, the weather kept me from being prepared for this morning. Normally I try to, throughout the week, at least one night a week, clean up all the wood chips and sawdust and stuff, and then reload the table. But unfortunately this week, with weather and other commitments, I wasn't able to do that. It's pretty difficult just trying to keep up with the wood orders when I'm only doing this part-time. Basically only really have 2 days a week I can do this. I know I've mentioned this stuff in a previous video, but it's challenging because working 4 10-hour days at work, and then I put in at least 10-hour days for myself for the business, probably sometimes 10 to 12-hour days, a couple of them. And then during the week, I usually work at least once a night or one night a week for a few hours to clean things up, like I said, and prep for the next Friday. But it just, like I said, there's other obligations. I have a good family. I have a wife that's very supportive, and Mrs. Woodworks. She does a great job, and I have an awesome daughter, 7 years old, and you guys have seen her in some of the videos. So she's playing softball right now, so we have twice a week. We have that usually on Tuesday and Thursday. This week she got rained out on last night, on Thursday night, but she had her first away game to the next a town close to us on Tuesday night. She did, and they lost, but they're getting better, so I have good hope for them. But I had to miss the beginning of the game. Most of you do not know yet, but I'm also a volunteer firefighter. I'm actually the chief of the local volunteer fire department currently, and I've been a volunteer firefighter for 31 years next month. So I believe I'm in my 26th year, I think, as an officer. I've held the second assistant chief position for 8 years. I did chief for 10 years. Then I was first assistant chief for 7 years, and now this is my second and final year as chief this round. The plan is to turn it over to the next guy in line and next year, and maybe be his first assistant for a few more years. But when I reach that 30-year mark as an officer, consecutive years, I'm going to step back and let them run the show and just be there when I can or whatever. I'm only 15 years away. Sounds like a lot, but you've already been here 31. But I'm like, I believe 15 years away or 16 of being the longest serving member in our local department, which has been around since 1954. So anyways, I had to our yearly fire department physicals and air pack fit tests, and and my DOT physical for the dump truck Tuesday night at the firehouse. So I thought I was going to miss the softball game, and that was very much to my daughter's dismay. She was very upset that I wasn't going to the game. Well, as it turns out, the company that does our physicals got there a little early, and we were able to I was able to get through it relatively fast, and I missed like half the game, but I got there in time to see her play, and it made a big difference for her, and that's what really matters. So, but like I was saying, I mean, very busy. I mean, typically, usually a couple nights a week I can probably do something, but I have so much going on around the house too. We're trying to get grass planted out in front of the house. We've lived in the house 2 years now since we built it, and I still don't have any grass around the house. It's all sand from where I backfilled the foundation. If you were watching, and make sure you subscribe to the channel, like and subscribe. You'll see that I did a video just a few days ago about putting a rain gutter on our porch area, side porch, so we could build a flower pot. Hey, there's my logger going by, a log supplier. But so we're going to build a couple flower beds that the wife wanted. She's been getting more and more into the flower gardening and vegetable gardening, which I had a vegetable garden for years, learned that valuable skill from my grandfather and grandmother. And as soon as I owned the property in 08, I started breaking ground for a garden, but it's tough up here. We have a short growing season, and we're in the foothills of the Adirondack Mountains in New York, and it's glacial till, they call it. It's rocky, hard ground. It's not the greatest for farming. It's probably why farming died out around here for the most part over 100 years ago. But either way, I guess we'll classify this conversation as in stuff part of the channel, because it really doesn't have a lot to do with firewood. But yeah, like I said, we're I got a lot going on. We got to get the vegetable beds prepped and vegetables in, and that leads us to a little segue here. You guys can join us on like and subscribe to our other Facebook page, business page, which is Alana Acres, named after my daughter. I think I've mentioned it a couple times before. Eventually we plan on selling some vegetables, and the wife wants to get into planting our own seedlings for flowers and vegetables, and using what we need and selling the rest or whatever. Maybe some farmers market stuff. I don't know where the time's going to come from to do all that, but I'm very supportive of the idea and I like it, so we're going to do the best we can. But right now I've got I've done 36 full cord of wood so far this year. We're not yet to 1 full year of owning the Easton Made 1222. That won't be until mid-July, but I'm hovering around 110 full cord I've processed with that machine since then, and that's, it's about 10 months. That's pretty impressive to me, but I never thought that the difference in a commercial wood splitter from a box store one was going to be that great. I mean, it's amazing. It's what makes all this possible, but it also creates all the growing pains trying to come up with the revenue to get everything else up to speed, and the time problems. I mean, getting so many orders, I can produce them pretty quick, but I mean, I know these are great problems to have, but they're still problems. And still have time for the family and fire department when I can. That's another reason why I'm going to step down from being chief. I don't really have the time to do the job the way it should be done. So anyways, I have made it to the gas station. I guess that'll be it for now. I'm not sure if I'll do any wood videos today, but I'll try to tomorrow. And I hope everybody has a great day.